Hey. Welcome back to Hard Truths, the place where we call out your bullshit, challenge the way you think, and talk about the real shit that's holding you back. Today's topic: the one more rule. Sounds simple, right? But let me tell you something. This rule is the difference between people who win and people who stay stuck. Because most people, they quit too fucking soon. Not because they suck. Not because they don't have what it takes. But because their brain taps out before they're actually done. And that's why winners, high performers, top athletes, people who dominate have one rule. When they feel like stopping, they do one more. One more rep, one more email, one more uncomfortable step forward. And that's what separates the average from the unstoppable. Today, I'm going to break this down for you. Why your brain is a lying little bitch when it tells you you're done. The science of pushing past mental limits. A personal moment that punched me in the face with this realization. And how you can start using this today to stop quitting on yourself. Let's get to it. Alright, let me take you back to one of the hardest workouts of my life. I was fucking exhausted. My arms were shaking, my chest felt like it was on fire, and my brain was already packing up. I racked the weights, took a deep breath, and I was about to call it a day. And then my trainer, this guy walks up to me, looks me dead in the eyes, and goes, "One more." I literally laughed in his face. Bro, fuck off. I'm done. And he just stood there. Didn't move. Didn't blink. One more. Now here's the thing. I could have said no. I could have taken the easy way out, and no one would have given a shit. But I looked at him, and I saw it. That look. Like he knew I had one more. Like he saw something I didn't. And that pissed me off. Because deep down, I knew he was fucking right. So I got back under the bar, took a deep breath, and fucking pushed. And you know what? I hit the rep. And then another. And in that moment, I realized something that changed the way I approach everything. You're never actually at your limit. Your mind just tells you that you are. That extra rep, that wasn't my body getting stronger. That was me breaking the bullshit limit my brain tried to set. And this doesn't just happen in the gym. It happens in life. People quit right before the breakthrough. They stop right before the finish line. And the ones who win, they push through that last painful, uncomfortable rep. Now let me break this down for you. There's a study by Dr. Timothy Noakes that introduced the central governor theory. Basically, your brain sets a fake limit on your effort way before you're actually done. It's like a governor on your car engine. It holds you back, trying to protect you from overexertion. But here's the kicker. When your mind says, "I'm done," you're actually only 40 to 50% of your real capacity. 50%. Think about that. That means half the time you've ever quit something, you've had more in the tank. This is why people find energy in overtime. Sprinters suddenly have gas left in the tank at the finish line. SEAL trainees push through insane conditions even when they feel broken. Because their bodies weren't out of energy. Their minds, it just wanted to quit. And here's where shit gets real. If you let your brain win this battle, you will never reach your potential. Because your brain will keep setting fake limits, and you'll keep believing them. And the people who push past that fake ass limit, those are the ones who dominate. Let me tell you about people who lived by this rule. Kobe Bryant. This man would stay hours after practice, shooting one more long after his teammates left. That's why he became one of the greatest of all time. David Goggins, this guy ran 100-mile ultra marathons, broke push-up records, and trained like a savage. His rule? When your mind tells you you're done, you're only 40%. That's why he outworked everyone. How about successful entrepreneurs? The ones who win, they make one more call. They put in one more hour when everyone else clocks out. This is the cheat code of success, because that extra 1% effort every day, that's what stacks up over time. This isn't just motivational speech. This is something you can implement right now. In fitness, when your body says stop, do one more. In business, when you're exhausted, send one more email. In learning, read one more page, take one more note. How about in relationships? When you're done trying, give one more effort. Because that's how mental toughness is built. Not in big dramatic moments, but in tiny decisions to push just a little further every single day. Listen, I just want to take a second and say thank you. Not just for listening, but for showing the fuck up. Because the truth, most people quit when it gets hard. Most people don't put in the extra effort. But you're not most people. And since we're talking about one more today, here's your challenge. Before today ends, I want you to apply this rule. Do one more rep. Put in one more hour of work. How about take one more uncomfortable step towards your goal? Then tell me about it. Tag me on Twitter at Danny LYVIN and share. What's the one thing you pushed through today? And if this episode hit you, share it with someone who needs to hear this. This is Hard Truths. Until next time, rewire your mind and own your life.